Greetings everybody, welcome to Capital Combat. The name says it all. I'm Hakeem Branch.
Rob Jarrell.
And today we're coming at you with another edition of the Technical Toolbox. Today we're going to be talking about feints. Pretty advanced move for your average boxer, but if used correctly, can be a great tool in your toolbox. So we're going to get right into it. We're going to talk about 3 different types of feints, which are, we're going to call the jab step, we're going to call the shoulder feint, and then the paw. So both Rob and I are going to demonstrate these. So we're going to step back so you can see the feet. All right, so we're going to talk about the first feint, which is the jab step. Now, as the case with any of these feints, what you're trying to do is figure out how your opponent is reacting to your feint, or what they think you're doing, as in throwing a punch or stepping in to throw a punch. So if I am fighting Rob now, and as you see he's taller than me, as a shorter person, I can use a feint to either freeze him to get in range or see what he's going to do as far as either moving out of the way or trying to counter and throw a punch. And in this case, let's say he freezes when I throw that feint. So we're sitting there jockeying for position, and all I do is take a simple step forward like that. Now, all I'm trying to do is to see what he does when I take that step. Because a lot of times when people take a step in like that, they come with the jab. So what I want to do is see how he reacts to my attempt to throw a jab. So I'm sitting there, I'm covered up, and boom. Now, when I did that, Rob dipped down to his right. So what I would like to do off of that is later on in the fight, after we're, in the heat of things and we're starting to get going, I do it again, boom. And this time, I follow with the right hand. Because I know that when I do that step, he likes to dip off to his right, thinking that he's gonna slip possibly my jab. So maybe I'm gonna jab a few times, step in like that, boom, I throw my right hand. And now as a shorter fighter, I'm in range, I can throw other punches, I can move around, throw other punches, what have you. Now, as far as Rob is concerned, as a taller fighter, he can use the same thing to bait me in. Now, he's trying to establish range, he's going to be doing something different, but now he steps, and maybe I slip, and he can throw the right hand, or I try to come over top with my own right, thinking he's going to jab, and I try and throw an overhand, and he does it. I come like that, and he comes with the straight right, which should beat my overhand right, because the closest distance to 2 points is a straight line. So it would look something like this. See that? His hand got there, 1, because he's taller, and 2, because he threw his straight and I threw mine looping, his punch got there first. So that's something you can use with the jab step. Now after a while you can start to work in any other punch, but that's using the right hand. Now secondly, we're going to talk about the shoulder feint. I'm going to let Rob take this one.
All right, so similar to using your feet, but it's more so the upper body. So you're always kind of moving, whether you're just not throwing punches and moving around the ring, you want to show that you're moving your head, keep him guessing. So what this does is just that little bit of extra sauce on it to keep him guessing. Because what you're trying to do, you're trying to, one, see what he's trying to do, or even make him move in a way that you want him to move so you can finish him or throw your punch.
Go ahead and show him how it's done.
So we're moving around, and I want to, boom. So I can see he's looking for my right hand because I threw the right shoulder, because that's where it's going. So boom, 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 boom. And I do it again. So I know that one, I can either feint and come with a hook, because he's going to his right into my left. So, or to the body. Boom.
Yeah, a lot of times, like if you got somebody who, in this case, is shorter than you, they might try to block that right hand. Anybody could put their hand up like that. And most times when they do that, they raise their elbows and leave that opening there. So you can feint with that right hand, like Rob said, and come with that left hook to the body. And it should work pretty often.
Or you can take him off your spot if he's bringing his hands up, because you know you have the body. So, boom, hook to the body, jab to the solar plexus, or you can change the direction of the right because he's looking up top and go straight for the breadbasket.
Yep, that's right. Now, the final feint is what we call like a paw. You do that with your jab, just like that. Instead of actually throwing a jab with any authority, you kind of put it out there just to see where the range is. And with this, all you're doing is the exact same thing. You want to see how they react to it. And a lot of times when you're doing this one, the person is going to try to either time it to come over top of it, or they want to catch it and parry it to throw a counter shot. So that's what you're banking on when you start doing this. And when you're pawing with your jab, and say Rob is the one that's setting up the attack, what he wants me to do is try to get in range of my counter. So now I'm trying to get an overhand shot. So he's still pawing, and what I'm going to do is step in, and because he's throwing his hand out like that, he knows the range that I need to be at for that right hand to land. So once I step in over top of that, what I think is a lazy, weak jab, he suckers me in with the right hand. So he's throwing his paw, and right now I'm out of range, but I'm thinking, oh yeah, I'm gonna hit him with this right hand. And so what I'm trying to do is time that hand coming back in, and so when he does, boom, he throws the right hand. I walk right into it because I'm thinking that jab is lazy, but he's setting me up for a right hand.
Right. And why are you doing this? Very important. You see, I brought my hand back up. You don't ever want to let that hand drop when you're pulling it out, because it is a lazy jab that you're trying to set up. But you still have to play defense at the same time, or else you could get caught. Because you want to still be able to catch his right and be first with that setup punch. But it doesn't matter if he still hits you at the same time.
Yeah. We like for you to not get hit as much as possible and land more punches than you get hit with. Because, that is kind of like the basics of boxing. Hit, not get hit, no matter what style you're in. That goes across the board. Now also, a lot of people sometimes step back on those feints, especially with the shoulder and the jab step feint. So with those, you might want to try to throw a punch when they come back, or throw a combination of them moving out of the way. That would look something like this. So say I'm trying to get in on Rob, like we did earlier, but this time I want to land a right hand left hook and move out the way. So I'm trying to get my range, I'm looking, I throw my step, I see that he steps that way. Now this time he's just gonna go backwards. So I'm working, I step and I see him go backwards. So I'm like, okay, he's gonna go backwards. So what I need to do is throw a volley of punches because he's gonna go straight back. And that's a cardinal rule that you don't go straight back. But I'm forcing him to go straight back because I want that result. So we're going, and I'm looking like he's throwing a jab and everything, and I see he steps. So the next thing I do is I come around, boom, throw a left hook, or I come around, overhand right, left hook. Because he's stepping back, he's not in a great position to return fire. So that step is gonna have to be really fast. It'll look more so like this. All right, we're going. Just like that.
And when they do that, the normal reaction when you start going back is to keep going back.
Right.
So you can push them into the ropes without having to push them, even muscle them. You're just landing punches.
Yeah, and like we said, we want you to be landing punches because that is the name of the game. So we wanted to keep this nice and simple. We hope that was nice and simple for you. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like this video, share it with your friends. If you have not subscribed, please do so. You can hit us up on Facebook, Instagram, Google+, Capital of Combat. You can hit us up on our email, capitalofcombat@gmail.com. Any of those, you got any questions, we get you in the combat mailbag. Stay tuned for more technical toolbox episodes. And of course, you always got our breakdowns. So we'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.
This is round one, and you've already lost. They don't seem to see that everything we've done is coming and cost. My fists are on fire, I perform till I perspire. My demons are in a rage, keep thinking that it's a game. I kick rhyme, hurricane. I told them I don't play, I'm liquid.
Black Street Fighter.